Why do some people seem to age faster than others? Wrinkles aren't the whole story. Scientists believe a hidden process called inflammaging may quietly increase your risk for heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, and more, often without obvious symptoms. Today, I'll explain what inflammaging is, why it matters, and how the choices you make every day, including what's on your plate, can help fight it. Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning into my channel, Physician in the Kitchen. I'm Dr. Monique, and as a board certified family physician and plant based chef, I help people discover, cook, and eat delicious plant based foods because my mission is to fix America's health one plate at a time. Today, we're talking about a health term that's getting a lot of attention in aging and longevity research: inflammaging. Here's what you need to know now about this hot topic that may affect every single one of us as we get older. Inflammaging is the combination of inflammation and aging and was coined in 2000 by an Italian immunologist and his colleagues to describe chronic, low-grade, and progressive systemic inflammation that naturally develops as a person ages and acts as a major driving force for many age-related diseases such as Alzheimer's disease, atherosclerosis, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. The good news, there are many things we can do to help reduce it, and several of them start, you guessed it, right in the kitchen. So what exactly is inflammaging? Inflammaging refers to chronic low-level inflammation that develops as we age. Unlike the acute inflammation you experience when you cut your finger or catch the flu, inflammaging doesn't necessarily cause pain or obvious symptoms. Instead, it's more like a smoldering fire that burns in the body. It's quiet, it's persistent, and over years, that constant inflammation can gradually damage cells, tissues, blood vessels, and even your DNA. This slow process may not be noticed at first, but year after year, it slowly causes damage in your body. Well, why do we need inflammation at all? Now, it's important to know that all inflammation is not bad. In fact, it's essential. As we mentioned, when you get injured or have cuts or sprains or catch a virus, or when bacteria enter your body, acute inflammation helps your immune system protect and heal you and typically lasts from a few hours up to about 4 to 6 weeks. Think of it as your body's defense system reporting for duty. The problem happens when that inflammation never completely turns off. After 6 weeks, this is considered chronic inflammation, and instead of protecting you, it begins damaging healthy tissues. That's where inflammaging comes in. Well, what causes inflammaging? Like most things in medicine, there isn't just one cause. It's usually a combination of factors that build up over decades. Let's look at some of the biggest contributors. Aging immune system. As we get older, so does our immune system. It becomes less efficient at fighting infections while remaining more likely to stay activated or turned on. It's also more likely to attack healthy cells as if they were harmful invaders. This is what happens in autoimmune diseases. It's almost like the immune system gets stuck in the on mode at all times. Too much visceral belly fat. Not all body fat is created equally. The fat that surrounds our organs and expands our waistlines, called visceral fat, is actually metabolically active. This means it releases inflammatory chemicals and hormones that trigger chronic inflammation into the bloodstream. Poor diet. Highly processed foods, sugary drinks, refined carbohydrates, and added sugars, excess saturated fat, trans fats. These dietary patterns may increase inflammation over time. Physical inactivity. Physical inactivity increases visceral fat accumulation and muscle wasting. It can also increase blood sugar and insulin resistance, which can increase the inflammatory response as well. At a cellular level, being physically inactive or sedentary damages the powerhouses of the cell known as mitochondria, which can trigger inflammation as well. Chronic stress. When we're under constant stress, stress hormones such as cortisol remain elevated. Over time, this can influence inflammation throughout the body. Mental health and physical health are deeply connected. Poor sleep. Sleep is when much of your body's repair work happens. Consistently sleeping too little or having poor quality sleep triggers neuroinflammation or inflammation in the brain by turning on the brain's immune cells, which then release inflammatory chemicals. Also, lack of sleep impairs the brain's ability to clear out waste proteins, which sets a destructive cycle of chronic inflammation and nerve damage in motion. Some other honorable mentions include smoking, alcohol, pollution, radiation, ultraviolet light exposure. All of these can contribute to oxidative stress and free radicals, which are harmful oxygen molecules that damage DNA and tissues. This stress on the immune system starts the inflammatory response, accelerating many aging processes. And of course, genetics and chronic infections may also play a role. So you may be asking by now, well, why is inflammation important? Researchers believe inflammation contributes to many chronic diseases, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, Alzheimer's disease, certain cancers, osteoporosis or thin bones, arthritis, frailty, muscle loss, and reduced immune function. There are certainly many other factors at play in these conditions, but inflammation appears to be a very important part of the puzzle. So, what are some of the signs that you may have too much chronic inflammation? Inflammaging is often called silent inflammation because many people don't notice it. But some clues may include muscle loss or wasting, constant fatigue or insomnia, brain fog or cognitive decline, slow recovery after illness, joint stiffness, excess belly fat, high blood sugar, elevated cholesterol, high blood pressure, fevers, weight gain or weight loss, and skin rashes. Now remember though, these symptoms don't automatically mean that you have inflammation. They may be early signs or signals that something is going on, and you should certainly see your doctor to discuss. Is there a test for inflammation? After hearing all this, you may be wondering, is there a blood test for inflammation? And the answer simply is no. There isn't one single test that will diagnose it. Your doctor should, of course, take a complete medical history, including your family history, and a social history, including your social habits such as smoking or drinking alcohol. A complete physical exam should be performed. And based on information from these two steps, your doctor can order certain blood tests that do check for inflammatory markers such as C-reactive protein or sedimentation rate. More specialized testing can be done for specific conditions such as lupus or rheumatoid arthritis, chronic inflammatory conditions that can affect the skin, joints, and other body parts. Advanced imaging can also be done, including MRIs, CAT scans, or ultrasounds. Tissue biopsies can be done of affected organs such as the skin, and the tissue samples will then be examined under a microscope. Disease-specific tests such as hemoglobin A1C for diabetes and a lipid panel can tell how controlled conditions such as high cholesterol or heart disease are. However, keep in mind that the most important thing isn't just chasing a specific number or test result. Instead, focus on the habits that lower inflammation overall and follow trends over time as your health improves. How to reduce inflammation naturally. Here's the truly encouraging part. Lifestyle changes really do matter and can be simple to try one step at a time. During my 20 years of clinical practice, I saw time and time again patients make consistent lifestyle changes and take control of their health. Let's look at a few. Eat more plants. Well, of course, you know I'm going to start with this one. One of the best ways to fight inflammation is by eating a whole food plant-based diet. Whole foods is not just a grocery store chain. It simply means eating more plants closer to their natural, unrefined, and unprocessed state. Research shows that diets rich in fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, herbs, spices, and healthy fats tend to support lower inflammation levels. Fortunately, the list of foods is long and quite varied and includes things such as beans, lentils, leafy greens, berries, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, nuts, seeds, whole grains. You get the idea. These foods provide fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals that help protect your cells. Phytochemicals are basically healthy plant chemicals. If you do prefer meat or animal products, be sure to use lean cuts of meat and avoid meat grown with antibiotics and hormones. Look for free-range poultry and wild-caught fish. Cut off excess fat and avoid eating the skin when possible. Processed meats such as bacon, hot dogs, sausage, and canned meats should be avoided as well. Prioritize fiber. Fiber feeds healthy bacteria in your gut, making it a prebiotic. Those bacteria, which are called probiotics, produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids that help calm inflammation. Aim to include fiber-rich foods at every meal, such as legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Move your body. Exercise helps regulate the immune system and reduces inflammatory markers. You don't have to run marathons. Simply walking consistently can make a difference. Strength training, swimming, cycling, gardening, line dancing, even weighted hula hoop exercises. The best exercises are those that you will keep doing consistently to see the results. And if you're over 50, don't overlook strength training. Building and maintaining muscle helps improve metabolism, supports healthy blood sugar, protects your bones, and may help reduce chronic inflammation over time. Be sure to consult your physician if starting exercise for the first time. Sleep at least 8 hours a night. Quality sleep allows your body to recover and help regulate immune function. Sleep hygiene is important in maintaining good health and decreasing risk for inflammation. Sleep hygiene includes setting a sleep schedule, no screen time before bedtime, and avoiding caffeine before bedtime. Manage stress. Find healthy ways to lower stress, such as prayer, meditation, journaling, deep breathing, spending time outdoors, connecting with friends and family, putting down your phone, and taking social media breaks. Small daily habits really can make a big difference. Maintain a healthy weight. Losing even a modest amount of excess weight can help reduce inflammatory chemicals produced by visceral fat. This is one reason why maintaining a healthy waist circumference, or the measurement around your waist, is so important. Generally speaking, less than 37 inches for men and less than 31 inches for women is a good target. Greater than 40 for men and 35 for women carry higher health risks. Your doctor can let you know what your target should be. But remember, it's not about chasing a number on the scale. It's about improving your overall metabolic health. Trust your gut. A healthy gut microbiome plays an important role in regulating inflammation. In addition to eating a wide variety of colorful foods, as we've mentioned, and adequate fiber, as we've mentioned before, fermented foods such as kimchi, miso, and yogurt can support a healthier gut environment and decrease inflammation. Doctor's orders. As a physician, here's what I want you to remember. Getting older is inevitable, but aging poorly is not. We can't stop the clock. However, we can influence how our bodies age. Every healthy meal, every walk, every workout, every good night's sleep, every glass of water, every stress-reducing habit, they're all small deposits into your future health's bank account. Think of inflammation like a campfire. If you keep adding dry wood or other kindling, the fire grows larger. But if you stop feeding it and start cooling it down with healthy habits, the fire becomes much easier to manage and possibly even extinguish. That's exactly what we want to do with Inflammaging. So, if you found today's video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Physician in the Kitchen channel for more evidence-based tips on healthy aging, plant-based nutrition, and practical ways to live your healthiest life. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. And of course, be sure to share with others. We'd love to hear from you. Have you heard of Inflammaging before today? Or what healthy habit are you working on right now to age well? Leave a comment below. I will read as many as I can and get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'm Dr. Monique, helping you to invest in your health, one plant-based plate at a time.